At the beginning we see our main protagonist, whose name is Yagiri, currently on a school trip riding the coach, but he has fallen asleep while sleeping. Yagiri is in a dream about his past, where we see a younger version of himself walking in a corridor of a secret underground facility where he was raised as a smelly lab rat, just like the from Stranger Things. We see bullets flying in all directions, but my bro is like Neo from the Matrix and doesn't give a single underscore about these bullets, and he starts calling out to his foster caretaker, who he calls his mother. She is known as Miss Sokka, and Yogiri is super mad right now as someone has taken his mother hostage while pointing a gun. At this moment his mom gets worried and tells Yogiri to stay back while saying she's sorry to the boy. At this moment the person with the gun starts to make fun of the 111 looking Stranger Things nerd and tells him he's nothing but a worthless little orphan who has nothing left now, and just before the thug pulls the trigger, suddenly Yogiri looks at the culprit's disgusting ugly face and uses a special instant death ability which eliminated the thug's life without Yagiri even touching him at all. This shocks his mother Misaaka, and just then the anime switches scenes back to the bus journey, and here a girl named Tak Chad Danunura is shouting at Yagiri and tells him to wake the F up, as the bus they are riding is currently being isekai'd off into a strange world, but Yagiri still fails to wake up. Moments after, Yogiri finally awakens and asks Tomisha what the hell happened while he was asleep, and she yells in his face again and asks Yogiri how he was just sleeping through one of the most tragic events in human history and right. Then Yogiri realizes that he's in a different universe, as some crazy dragon type thing is currently attacking their school bus, and many of the students have already been eliminated by the mythical creature, and Tomisha tells him that the wyvern or dragon thing is ridiculously powerful, and ever since they reincarnated it has been taking out students one by one. After that Yogiri finds whatever he can to scare the creature away, so he picks up a random microphone and dashes it at the creature, but obviously it didn't do jack to the wyvern, and it only made the dragon get extremely mad at Yogiri and was about to end their SAAI careers in seconds as it charges up a fireball in its mouth, all while Tomisha hugs onto Yogiri for dear life, squeezing her melons against his body. But just as it was going to blast them like Daenerys Stormborn, Yuri simply looks at the dumb dragon right in the eye, and within a second the giant overpowered creature drops to the floor and has been eradicated from its own world by this scrawny Stranger Things kid from Japan. And after he tells Tomisha that she owes him some cheeks for saving her life, and after he plays some Super Mario like an absolute boss and has nothing to worry about after that, Tomisha tells Yagiri that if he doesn't put away the Game Boy she won't let him squeeze her soft melons ever again, so he puts it away, and she starts to explain what the hell happened to their school trip. And here Tomisha tells Yogiri that while the bus was heading through a tunnel, as soon as they came out the other end the whole scenery changed and they arrived at a beautiful meadow, and some random rude and very entitled fairy goddess named Son appeared on the bus and welcomed them all to her world, which pisses off the school's headmaster, and as soon as he smelt Son's hand he vanished into thin air. She warns everyone on the bus that her hand will make any one of them disappear like she's wielding the Thanos gauntlet, and that if they don't listen she will make another person smell her disgusting hands and see if they can take her stench. After that she starts to troll the entire class on the bus and told them all that she is a SSS rank level mage and the most overpowered goddess on the island, and that her anime power level is over 9,000, just as a pop culture reference joke, but no one even laughed, which annoyed the goddess Cian, and she told them it would be wise for them to laugh at her jokes from now on, otherwise they won't last very long in this world. After she calls them all a bunch of disgusting muggles that possess no kind of magical power, and that after being aced it is forbidden to be in her world without having magic, as the whole point of this strange world is to level up and to test each student and to take on the strongest creatures with their magic to see who will become worthy of being her successor. And just then she made everyone on the bus glow up along with a holographic stats screen, and here just tells them that the games will begin shortly, as their first test is to defeat the mighty godly dragon, which nobody is able to ever defeat before. But Tomisha complains to the goddess saying that she doesn't even have a stats screen and she also isn't glowing like the rest of the students. Tomisha notices how a few others are also not glowing, like the bratty popular girl Shinzaki, a boy called Ku, and of course Yuri, who was fast asleep during the whole isekai event, and RMC has no clue he has been taken to a completely new world. One of the girls tells the entire class that the dragon is approaching shortly, and the dragon seems to be over level 100, making it 100 times more powerful than it of these students, so they get scared and ask the goddess to reincarnate them back to Japan. However, the annoying school jock of the class named Yakum, who wait for part 2